and maybe you get a little bit more support, that'd be great.
I know I'm on, I'm just waiting for Ian to finish.
So yeah, so if at any time you think, here's the thing, if you think, hang on a minute, I'm having it off here, I've spent 50 quid today and I've got 100 quid's worth of stuff, I'm over the moon. Whoever the coin jockey is, why not drop them £5? That way, you will help really build this channel and really turn it into a community. Because then the coin jockeys will see that they're getting a little something to go, they're appreciated. It's not necessarily about the money, because not all of them necessarily need the money, but, and even if someone does need the money, they ain't going to tell you they need the money. They're not going to come online and go, I ain't got much money this week, any chance someone can drop me a few quid. They're not going to say that, right? But I'm telling you, absolutely clear as a bell, the person that's on the other end of that screen, they do need to see a little bit of that. And if you're having it off and you're being a bandit and you've saved a lot of money, why not give a little bit back to the person that's presenting, that's giving you those deals? You know, if a coin jockey's on and he's done some bits and pieces and he's come up and he's done auction or whatever, and he's got stuff that you wanted to auction, and he's done it, or he's put something in a raffle that you want and you've had it off and you've won a raffle for 200 quid of the stuff, 3 quid, whatever, why not drop that jockey a couple of quid? And let them know that you appreciate them being there. You know, that will be a serious way for you helping to build the channel. Trust me on that. All the thanks in the world is great, but, you know, a little few quid now and again, it might buy them a bottle of scotch.
So I'm just waiting for Ian to finish. Everyone's joined me.
Quite nice.
I think people are coming over now.
Anyway,
Can you hear me in the background?
Lovely. Sorry for getting annoyed. Sorry for getting upset. But look at the positives. Glass half full rather than a glass half empty. Take the positives out of it. Learn by it.
Hi, Matt's Coins. I'm just waiting for Ian to finish his stream and other people to join us.
Everything in my power to keep the community going. What you do with it now,
Can you hear me in the background?
You know the full score, now that you know where we're at and how we've got here, what you do with it is entirely up to you. It's your community after all. I have to say, you know, it might be your community, but I am very humbled and
okay, Matt, I'll just call you Matt. UK Coins Forever, hi, hello. We're just waiting for Ian to finish his stream.
It's a great deal to me. So
I can see a few people are coming off.
I don't want to lose the community. I'd like to keep it. I want you to make it something special. And that's up to you. You know, I can only do so much by it. A certain amount of this community business, that really is down to you. That's not sales pitch. It really is down to you. There's only so much I can do. The rest is up to you.
Overrunning again as usual.
By an age, still a really big part. We love you for it. We're all family, UK and American. Absolutely. You know, we all come from the same place. Too many nice comments, so many, and I can't go on anymore. I'm 3 minutes overdue. It's Scott. It's 51 of you. Please go over and support Scott for a bit. He's coming on here for free. He's doing this. He's coming on for 4 hours. Bless your heart, Scott. Please go over and support him for a little while. Thanks very much. Bye for now.
Right, I think Ian's ended, so we'll just wait for a few more to join us. Hello there, those that are there already. I think we've got 4 people watching. So I'll just wait for a couple more. So the guys that are on at the minute, are you all coin collectors? So you just coin enthusiasts? Hi Stevie B, Kian. A few more joined us now. There's about 8 on now. That's good. So just basically, hiya Chris. Not modding tonight, mate. Hi Hannah. Hello Sue. Oh, okay. It looks like a lot of people are now joining us. We've got 16 on. That's good. So if you're, Unfortunately, Katie, no, I haven't got a northern accent. I'm originally from Croydon. I now live in Stockport, so Manchester. I can't moan, apart from it rains an awful lot. Other than that, I can't really moan about the place. I enjoy it. I met my wife and got my kids here, so I can't really moan. So those that have just joined us, unfortunately, it's no auctions at the moment, or no auctions. They've been suspended for now. There will be some in the future. Hi Lou, that's hello Louise. So we are at the moment not going to be doing, I say, any auctions tonight. It'll just be basically me waffling at you, hoping for some interaction from you so we can have a bit of a chat, because I honestly don't know what to do for the 4 hours that I'm going to be on. So just looking for any kind of inspiration, really. Hi to those that have all just joined us. Yes, Matt, I am quite near you by the looks of it, or the sounds of it. I think you're Manchester area, aren't you? I think Katie's also quite near as well. So Staley Bridge, Staley Vegas, brilliant. So those that don't know me, I'm Scott. I do a few live streams. I did a couple, it was a couple this weekend for the charity auction. I'm obviously not on as much as Lighty, who's just joined us, but as I say, at this moment, the auctions, as I said, are suspended at the minute. However, there will be an auction on Friday. That's the first of the month. Ian's doing the first of the month, which he's calling it, well, I don't know what he's calling it. I'm going to call it Copper Weekend. So basically, that's where he'll be doing his usual auctions, but the coins that will be wanted will be 1 and 2p's. He's doing it from, well, basically magnets. So the idea is you get as many 1 and 2p's in the bank as you can get. You attach a magnet to a baking tray, put it across the top. Any coins that stick to the magnet, don't want them, chuck them back. Any coins that don't stick to the magnet are the ones that Ian will be looking to take as coin payment on his auctions. Not sure why he's doing it, but there's always a method in his madness, so there's going to be a reason why he's taking the coins. It looks like there's a little bit of banter again going on between Lou and Warren. Fair enough. So a little bit about myself. I mainly look and collect 50p pieces. I know quite a bit about the 50p pieces. So bearing in mind today, the Wallace and Gromit coin has just been released. I don't think that's going to be put into circulation. Another one, unfortunately, that isn't going to be put in circulation. Louise is saying that Warren is his cyber husband, sorry. Fair enough, that's fine, Louise. And Hannah's now joined us as well. Hello, Hannah, and Gordon, and Susan, and anyone else that's just joined us. So as I was saying, the Wallace and Gromit coin come out today. You probably saw videos earlier on from Change Checker, etc. As you know, you can get that coin for £4.50 on Westminster Collects, etc. I quite like the design of it. The only downside is that I don't think it's going to be put in circulation. There's been an awful lot of coins this year that haven't been put in circulation. They've only been collection sets. I can't think of the top of my head how many there's been, but there has been an awful lot. They started back on the Snowman in December, and then since then you had the first 5 50 years of 50p with Kew Gardens in it. Then you had the next 5. You've had a few more since then as well. Obviously Peter Rabbit's been out there, as we know. Ian's done his thing, the Gruffalo. So there's been a lot of 50p's this year that have been released by the mint that aren't being put in circulation, which is why Ian initially started doing his stunt with the Peter Rabbit, which is great to try and get other people out there that haven't got that coin or been able to buy that coin, so gives everybody a chance of getting it. If you're one of the lucky ones to find it in the post, or not the post, in circulation, because they're all put in circulation. As you're well aware, the Gruffalo is being done shortly. Ian's in the process of contacting the people that will be handing or distributing the coins, as it may be, putting them into circulation, and that will be happening soon. I don't know an actual date of release yet, but it will be soon, which is, I say, great. etc. As well as obviously Royal Mint have released a load of 50p's that haven't been circulated. There's also going to be, Warren's just counted, there's 16 at current count this year alone, just on 50p's. So there has been an awful lot. I'm no, okay, so that's fine. I've never actually been to the IKEA. A lot of my work colleagues have. That's not a problem. As I say, the 50p's, there's also a load of £2 coins that haven't been put in circulation. One of the videos Ian put on his Peter Rabbit live stream was of Dean's grandma, or Nana, and basically she was missing a load of £2 coins that also weren't put into circulation. So it's very awkward for people, especially when they're between £4 to £10 a coin, to get all of them, rather than just finding them in your change. It takes the fun away as well. I mean, there's a lot of coins out there now that you can find in circulation. There's also quite a lot out there that aren't. So it's a bit of a pain that the Mint have done what they've done. But unfortunately, I suppose they're a business at the end of the day as well, and they've got to do what they can do as well. So it's just a bit annoying to people like myself that have to buy the coins and not find them in change. Up until, particularly 2018, there wasn't that many that they didn't put in circulation. I mean, there was two types, for example, in 2015, the Battle of Britain, or 2005, sorry, Battle of Britain coin. I think it was 15 actually. And there was two. There was an IRB on the back of it, which was non-circulated, and then there was the JC that was put on one, and that was circulated. So of course, finding the IRB is quite rare because they're only putting coin sets. However, some people have broken into their coin set, into their non-circulated, and put them in circulation. So that's another one to definitely keep your eye out for. So whenever you get a Battle of Britain 50p, look at the back of it, see if there's underneath the Queen's neck, you'll find that there's initials as of the artist. That's the time when they changed the portrait. They changed it that year. They were initially doing Ian Rank Broadley, and then they changed it to JC. I can't remember the lady's initials, Jodie Clark, that's it. They changed it to her that year. So there was two of that particular coin released, but only one went into circulation, the other didn't. Ironically, actually, that year as well, the shield was released with two different designs on the back of it, but there was quite a few million of each of those put in circulation. Before that, there was a load of other coins that were lower mintage, like the Olympic coins, but they were put in circulation. However, some people didn't realise, or maybe not have been aware, that there was an Olympic coin released originally in 2009. It was designed by a young lady, won a competition with Blue Peter, and there was only about 19,000 that were actually produced, but they never went into circulation. They went into a little bunk pack, and occasionally you may be very, very lucky to find one of them in circulation. They're very expensive coin if you do manage to find one of them. It's a 2009, it's the one where it looks like it's an athlete going over the high jump. That coin, as I say, was released in 2009 originally, a small amount, and in 2011 it was released again with the Olympic set. So there's just a couple there to bear in mind that weren't put in circulation but have since been put in circulation or at the same time, that are worth keeping an eye out for, that you might find in your change. There was somebody on yesterday, I can't remember who it was, that was doing a 50p coin hunt while we was on the live, and he was looking through for certain years, so 2017 Shield and 2008 Britannia. Those coins are low mintage, but there's also coins that weren't put in circulation in the Shield, and people aren't always aware what they are. So that's 2009, 10, 11, 16, and also 18 has now been confirmed as non-circulated year. So if you get any of those coins, they're also well worth keeping. They all go for approximately £50 or so on eBay. Those particular years, not the 17 and the 2008, they don't go for that kind of money. It's the non-circulated ones, so 9, 10, 11 and 16 and 18, they go for quite a bit of money on eBay. So as I say, if anybody does want any questions or any points raised or anything, etc., please feel free to comment. I can see there is some out there. Gordon, if you've got an IRB Battle of Britain, that's brilliant. They're quite expensive as well now. I think they go anything between £12 and £25 on eBay. The IRB is hard to find, and if it is circulated, then you're very lucky, because normally the Battle of Britain has got a JC underneath the Queen's head. So if you have got one that's got IRB on it, I would suggest you keep hold of that coin, because it's worth more than a normal one. And I agree, Louise, this year the Mint has gone mad in relation to releasing coins that aren't being put in circulation. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in the background. I can see that there's a bit of chat going on. Yeah, the Brexit coin, I believe, has been, well, it definitely has been put on hold for now. So the last coin that's come out is today. Again, and that was the, I was going to say Gruffalo, that was last week. Wallace and Gromit come out today. Gruffalo with the mouse come out last week. Both of them I don't think are being put in circulation. On the late shift, you have a Tom Kitten 50p. Tom Kitten isn't overly rare. Unfortunately, 2017 Peter Rabbit's set aren't that rare now. And there's quite a few out there. Tom Kitten is one of the lower ones in that mintage from that year, but unfortunately 2017 Peter Rabbit, there was an awful lot of all of them made. The 2016 they're becoming a lot more scarce now, because a lot of people have collected them. So the rarest one up until this year from the Peter Rabbit set was the Puddle Duck. You may have seen that the picture I had on before, or that I put on the screen, was a Puddle Duck. I was lucky enough to actually get one yesterday from a lady at the post office. So there she is, Puddle Duck. So I got that one yesterday. I also got two of the 2018 that were very rare, or that are quite rare and hard to find. A Peter Rabbit 2018 with the carrots, and also Flopsy Bunny. Got those from the same lady yesterday as well. There's a Peter Rabbit. And Flopsy, I'm not sure where she's gone in my tub. She is there somewhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. So just showing you those because I got those yesterday. I was quite happy with them. I did a normal coin run, didn't find hardly any coins. I was so fed up when I went to cash the coins in at the post office, and I was quite lucky that the lady behind the counter said that she'd kept 3 coins for me, and the 3 she'd kept was 3 of the rarest Peter Rabbit coins. So I was quite happy with that, which is, you know, a great thing to get. It's always a bonus that made me smile for the rest of the day. So hi, Coins and More, good evening. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Alexander Smith, all the coin designs for the Peter Rabbit and a load of the 50p coins are they all are really nice. Brexit makes Louise laugh. That's, yeah, it's a bit of a joke at the minute, isn't it? But I suppose it's the position we're in. Hi, Dean. I'm not sure what's brilliant was that the fact that I got those coins yesterday. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Max Coins need 2018 Rabbit. They are actually in circulation. As I say, I managed to get that one. Last coin run I did before yesterday, I managed to get 2 and a Flopsy. The one I've been struggling to find just recently is Mrs. Tittlemouse. Although she's got slightly more mintage. She's got 1.7, and the other 2 have got 1.4 million. That's the 2018 Rabbit and Flopsy. And as Hannah's just pointed out, all the Brexit coins are being melted down that they were producing. I suppose that's because they all had the date on of the 31st of this month, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So that's why the Brexit coins have been melted. I believe that there's been rumours that another Snowman coin is going to be released this year. I'm not sure what that design will be. Last year there was actually a bit of an issue. I'm led to believe a lot of coin companies didn't get them because a few went missing apparently from the mint. So from what I've been told. So there was a problem getting the Snowman. I've been quite lucky. I managed to get them off Change Checker or Westminster Collects I buy a lot of my coins because they're cheaper, and we all know, as much as I love Ian, I have to save money as the next person. So I do get my coins where I can find them the cheapest, which is great when Ian does his fantastic deals that he puts on for all of us. If you can get coins for cheaper, then that's absolutely brilliant. Although it's just a bit annoying to tune in earlier on and find out that someone's been naughty, and it's disgusting, to be honest. I don't know who it is, don't know anything about it apart from what I've seen on the live stream, and I just can't believe that someone would try and do that. You know, Ian, Warren, all of us that have been on at the weekend have just been, well, basically we're trying to make money for that charity, and along the way, obviously, Ian's still a business and needs to get his own money. So the offers that Ian was putting on were fantastic, and I don't know how anyone can basically do what they've done, whoever they were. It's just wrong. So I'm lost for words, to be honest. I don't know who that was, and ashamed of themselves, to be totally honest with you. I want to say a lot more than that, but I can't. So I don't know who it is, but disgusting, whoever they are. So Disney Princess, you can't find a Flopsy Bunny, though you keep trying. Fair enough. I say there definitely are out there, the Flopsy Bunnies. There's Peter Rabbit's out there, and Mrs. Tittlemouse is out there. In actual fact, the Taylor of Gloucester, that's also quite a low mintage, although I thought that was going to be quite a high mintage. It isn't. It's got more mintage than Puddle Duck's got, but there's a bit out there that have got low mintage. Dean and other people, if you want details of what's happened, watch Ian's stream. He goes into detail on that. I'd say I only tuned in for the end of it. Unfortunately, I was coming home from football training because I train a young kids football team, and I just saw the end basically. It seems like someone has unfortunately scammed or created a load of accounts, and by the sounds of it, basically taken or tried to do lots of purchases that they shouldn't have done, which isn't nice. I don't know, to be honest. I'm hoping people can hear me. I've got a message on the screen saying it's lagging. Am I lagging? Is something lagging? Can you all hear me and see me? I hope you can. So you're upstairs. Can you? Am I slowing down to you? Susan Donaldson, by the way, is my wife. She's obviously put a comment on above. Yours is okay. Thanks, Nanny. So, and thanks, Disney Princess, and also Lighty. That's brilliant. So, slight time lag, but nothing major. Okay, thanks, Hannah. I don't know if people need to refresh, but as far as I can see on my tablet, it looks all right. So, or maybe, I don't know. I'll just keep going anyway and see what happens. If it does go off, I'm sure I can reset it. So, as I say, I don't know what to discuss tonight. My plan was to come on and do auctions. I think Warren's having a go again at, or having a bit of banter again with Lou. But anyway, so as I say, I was coming on tonight planning to do auctions, but unfortunately the auctions have been suspended. However, it will give me a very quick time to reiterate again that there will be a auction on Friday for, I'm going to call it the Copper Auction. I don't think that's the official title, but Ian is getting a load of coppers off us, basically. So what he would like to do is get, if you can, you get a load of 1p's and 2p's from the bank. They're not exactly that hard to get. Not many people go in looking for 1 and 2p's. A lot of people go like me, look for 50s or £2 and 10p's and 20p's. So what Ian's doing is he's going to be doing more auctions, but the coins this time he wants on the auctions will be 1 and 2p's. Now there is a slight catch. Obviously the 1 and 2p's that he's looking for are ones that don't stick to a magnet. So basically there's a little bit of a story behind them. Up until a certain date, I can't remember what year it was, 90 something, all 1 and 2p's were made of copper. After that, they started making them with some sort of metal. So if you get a magnet and you put it across a load of 2p's and 1p's, any that stick to that, Ian's not interested in them for this auction on Friday. You can put those aside somewhere else. I'm not saying get rid of them, because some of them are still worth keeping, but I say he's not interested in those ones for this particular auction. The one that he's looking for, the ones that he is looking for on Friday, which is the first. I say the ones that he is looking for, the ones that don't stick to the magnet, because obviously the ones that don't stick to the magnet are the ones that are made of copper. So it's, I think it's from 1970 something up to 1990. I'm just trying to catch up on what's going on in the background. I'm not sure what's going on. So that's fine. I also note that Ian is still looking for people to do some hosting. There's obviously a few of us. Warren does it quite a lot. Steve Fraser does it a lot. Hannah does quite a few. Obviously, I've been doing a couple. Dean did some over the weekend. That's My Family Collects, etc. So he is looking for volunteers. So that's absolutely brilliant. If people do want to volunteer to join or to help out, become a CJ, etc. Obviously, as long as you trust in me and knows who you are, that's brilliant. Obviously, I forgot. There's people I have forgotten, like John as well. I know John does his spot as well. I apologise, John. People I forget. I watch most of them myself. Probably drive my wife a little bit nuts watching. I'm on here quite a lot, watching streams. I don't always make comments on them. Sometimes I just watch in the background. I don't want to interfere too much, with other people that are doing their streams. Occasionally, if I know an answer to something, I'll put an answer on, just to help them out, or help out people's questions as it may be. So anyway, as I say, at the moment, all auctions have been suspended, but on Friday there will be, and that's for 1 and 2p's that don't stick to a magnet. So it's a very, very quick time to go and get the pennies and 2p's. Disney Princess, you may not miss out, and say there's only certain 1 2p's that Ian wants, and they're the ones that don't stick to the magnet. So any that stick to the magnet, he doesn't want those. He just wants the ones that don't stick to magnets. So as you probably saw on one of the live streams, My Family Collects Dean, he got a magnet over top of a baking tray, and literally he put a load of pennies out on the table and just run the magnet across them. And anyone that he picked up, he put away, didn't want them. The ones that didn't pick up are the ones that Ian is basically looking for, and that was pennies. So you can do 1s and 2p's, they'll all work the same way. Any that stick to the magnet, he's not interested in those at the minute, but he is interested in the ones that don't stick to the magnet. The ones that do stick to the magnet, though, as I say, there's certain dates in there that you do need to keep an eye out for. I think I've got a list of them. They say they're not the one that Ian doesn't want, these ones in particular, but give me a second. I've got a list of them. So other pennies and 2p's to look out for. These are the ones that don't stick to a magnet, as far as I'm aware. And there's a 2008 Portcullis 1p, a 2008 Feathers 2p, and also a 2013 2p Shield Rosalone Mintage. So it might be worth keeping them as well, although they won't be used, from what I'm led to believe, on Friday, but they may be used for something else in the future. So it's definitely worth keeping them back as well. However, it's a good time to mention, if you want to buy a guide from Ian, he's got on his website, guides. So say you can buy guides that tell you the best 1p's and 2p's to look for. You would have seen that Dean from My Family Collects also had that guide, and he was telling people the best on his list, the pennies that he was looking for. So that's a good way of doing it as well. So don't forget, Ian sells guides as well. I did say 2013 Shield, I think, yeah. I'll double check them. Yeah, 2013 Shield 2p was low mintage. I say, but any that don't stick to the magnet are the ones that we're looking for. are the ones that Ian's looking for. The ones that do stick to the magnet, he's not looking for at the moment. So the 2013 probably would stick to a magnet. But don't get rid of it, because obviously it's a low mintage. So that may be something you may to use in the future. The ones that Ian is looking for, in particular this auction, is any 1 and 2p that is basically not sticking to the magnet. You can buy a magnet from anywhere. I personally would use fridge magnets. I've got quite a few of them, but I'm led to believe you can get like a decent magnet from Amazon or something like that for about £6 or £7. Probably even get them from Pound Stretcher or somewhere. Someone that sells a magnet that's quite strong, and I say just put it across all your 1 2p coins, and any that don't stick to it, Ian wants those to auction with. And it does stick to it, but I'd check those dates and see if it's any of the ones that I wanted. Hi Javid, yeah, I can see the rest of my family are on. Oh, Sue's definitely on anyway. And thanks very much, Fran, for the donation. So as I say, if anybody does want to discuss anything, I do 50p's. I know quite a bit about them. In relation to other coins, I'm not so crash hot. I know a little bit about a couple of the £2, but not a lot. So how many have I collected, Scott? Okay, so I've got 3 full set. Well, I'll tell you how many I've got. I hope no one comes to try and rob me, but anyway, I'll say it anyway. So I initially started with my little girl Katie. We looked for the circulated 50p's to start with. I was very, very lucky that I got a full set, and we got a full set basically. I was very lucky to find certain coins. I then decided that I would treat myself, and I started getting the big 50p's because obviously they're not in circulation anymore. And I got a full set of the big 50p's from 1969 right the way through. Some of them, obviously, there was a few of them were proof coins, and as we know, the proof coins are a bit more expensive. So that meant I've basically got every 50p, one lot of every 50p that has ever been put into circulation and non-circulation. So where I was talking before about the Blue Peter 50p and 50p's like that, I've got one of all of them. The only one that has kind of eluded me, although I'm led to believe I might be able to get one quite shortly, is the Olympic swimmer with the lines over her face. I've led to believe the one that I've got, which I thought was a real one, is actually a fake. A bit annoying because I've paid a little bit of money for it, but such is life. But I'm led to believe one of my friends may have one for me because they work in a bookies and they've been collecting them as well. So I should hopefully get one of them. And then once I got one full set, I carried on searching for 50p's, and I started to go for another full set, just the circulated ones. So when I say circulated, it's those from 97 up to this year. But obviously don't forget 2018 and 19, there's been a lot that weren't put in circulation. So I've had to buy 3 now of each set. Because once I did it for my daughter, I did a second set which went to my daughter Katie, and then I've got a 3rd set now for my son. So we've got 3 full sets of circulated coins and 2018-19 uncirculated, ones that have been put out to be bought at the mint only, that soon will be put in circulation by Ian. And I say 1 set from the big sets. So that's my coins. I've also got a 4th Olympic set, which I promised to somebody on the channel when I meet them at the mint. So they will get it. I won't say who that is, but I know who they are. So they'll be getting a full set of the Olympic ones from me. They haven't really cost me so the full set of Olympic ones didn't actually cost me anything other than the fact that I found them in change. So 50p basically face value. The only ones that weren't face value, I bought a couple from his website when he did that mad weekend, and got a couple from him to just complete the book. And it was basically because I had a spare book that I wanted to fill in, and that's why I did it. So that's why I ended up with 4 sets of the Olympics. But as I say, I'll be going back down to 3 when I go to the Royal Mint, because I promised somebody that I would give them that, which I certainly will do. In relation to these coin tub, or the coin tub I got here, I should say there, it's got a few 50p's in it, so they're the ones where I do my coin hunts. I do a coin hunt every week with my little girl Katie, and any coins I find from that I've been saving up and sending to Ian. So Ian's told me the particular ones to look out for, and I've been sending them to him. So the ones that I found and the ones that I got given yesterday, they will also be at some point. I tend to do it when I get a set amount, I'll send them to Ian. So those ones will also be going to Ian, and then that's absolutely fine. I think Warren is going. Good night, Warren. All the best, mate. Take care, and see you at some point tomorrow. Okay, I think Steve's also putting a comment on. Oh no, I was just saying good night to Warren. So that's absolutely fine. So that's the coins that I got, or the coin collection that I've managed to get. I've also got a few others as well, but they're not. Well, I've got a couple of £2 coins, but they're the older £2 coins. I've got a £5 coin and a few others, but just mainly 50p's is what I'm after. So there is one person on here that I've just seen that's come up, Steve Dragonlord Coins. I don't think he'll mind me saying this. However, if you do want coins and any kind of coins that Ian hasn't currently got in stock, Steve Fraser might have them. So I know, for example, the football Olympic coin, Ian hasn't got any of those currently, or he might have soon, but he hasn't at the minute. And I know Steve has. So I'm sure if people look at Steve's website, you may be able to get some coins that aren't possibly currently available on Ian's website from Steve. In relation to Ian's website, just because obviously there is a current suspension on the auctions that we've been doing, doesn't mean that people can't go on Ian's website and still make your normal purchases. He's obviously got lots of coins on there. Don't forget his prints. He's got prints on there as well that are all lovely pictures that he wants to obviously sell. There's lots of things on his website, as I say. In particular, one thing I've been told to plug and to mention is there is some raffle tickets. I'm just about to find out what they are for. So bear with me for 1 second. So on the website, you'll see there's a part that says TGBCH raffles, and there's a picture of Casper basically laying on the sofa. So there is currently still, by the looks of it, 4 raffles that you can buy tickets for. One of the raffles is where you can win 5 sealed 2019 50p bags. There's only going to be 100 tickets sold. They're £3 a ticket. So that's one raffle that you can do. So basically you could put £3 down and get a filled bag of 50p's. So each bag of 50p's comes with basically £10. So you could exchange £3 and turn it into a tenner. All of 50p Shield 2019. Another auction that's on there is you can win £600. So basically 60,000 rewards points. There's only 100 tickets available for that. They're £5 a raffle, and you can spend on prints. So it's £600 to spend on prints. It's card only purchase, and that's £5. There's another raffle on there which is currently 50 times 2018 suffragettes 50p's. When he says suffragettes, that isn't the original suffragettes 50p, that's the People Act 50p. So it was released last year, and he's got those as well. So there's only 50 tickets for that, and they're £3 a ticket. And the final raffle that's still running is the old 1973 Ring of Hands 50p. That is 50 tickets available for that, and they're also £3 a ticket. So if anybody doesn't want to enter these raffle tickets, that's absolutely fine. I think Sue's put a comment on and retracted. I don't know what it was. So they're raffles that he wants to do. I think Sue's going to bed as well. You're like, oh, I'll see you in a bit. So Dragon Lord Coin Steve Fraser put a comment on with pleasure. Mention you are a bandit and I'll lob a bonus coin too. I don't know what that means. Pass. So anyway, so if anyone's got any other questions or things that you want to discuss, let me know. I can obviously see what's going on in the background. It's going to be a long time just waffling at the camera if I don't get any interaction from you guys that are out there. So please feel free to ask me any questions, have a bit of a chat. That's fine. I'll quickly go over again the Royal Mint experience that we had. So a few of us went down, a few of the coin tubers. So people like Christopher Collects, Bungle, Dean with My Family Collects, Dragon Lord Coins, etc. Ian, we all went to the Royal Mint just recently. We all met up. You'd have seen lots of streams about it, where we basically got a load of 10p pieces alphabets from the Royal Mint. Laughter was there as well. That's brilliant. I've probably met you. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't see faces, or there's only a few of us that put our face on the camera. So anyone that I did meet, I know obviously I've seen people's that were there now, but you know, so certain people don't want to show their face on screen, which I totally respect. So it was nice to meet everybody. It was, I recognised some hands more than I did faces, for example. But it was lovely to meet everybody. I've made a few, you know, good friends there. Certain people I obviously spent more time with that were absolutely lovely. The ones that I tend to spend most of my time with there was Steve, Dragon Lord Coins, Ian, Dean, Graham. I love Graham. He was an absolutely lovely guy. You guys will know him as Honey Monster. He was there as well. All lovely guys. Bungle was there with Lady M. There was another gentleman that was there as well. Name escapes me at the minute. I think it was Adam. He was nice as well. Comes from originally my kind of area, because I come from Croydon originally. Give me 1 second. How long were you hunting before you found your first queue? A good long time, Steve. Now, to be honest, I've only been coin hunting for, I think it's just over a year and a half, and I found one and only queue that I've found just by fluke. It was just luck. It took me ages to find out if it was fake or real as well, because I didn't know what I was looking for at the time. I just thought I saw a queue, and luckily it wasn't a fake one. It was a proper one in the thing. And since then I bought two that weren't fake. Unfortunately, they weren't that cheap either. So I've now got three 2009 queues, as Steve knows. I think it took me approximately 8 or 9 months to find it. It was just luck. I think somebody cashed a load of 50p's in, and it turned up with a few Olympic coins, which was, you know, lovely. Steve, I know that I think there's been a few people that have found 50p's, just like the odd queue. So a while before I was hunting, before I found my Kew Gardens, and as I bought two since. I should also say that obviously we're going back to the mint on the 25th of January. I know for a fact, I think there's about 9 people confirmed. There could be more now. I think Steve's coming back. Ian and myself are definitely going to be there. Our rooms are booked already at the hotel. I also led to believe that Hannah's coming, or I know Hannah's coming. There's a few others going down. I think Warren might be coming. So there's a few of us coming down. It seems as if my laptop has lost the live stream, but my tablet hasn't. So if anyone else is having any problems, if you can just let me know. I'll try and refresh my laptop and see if it's come back on. Yeah, it looks like it has. Yeah, okay, it should be back on. So I've still got 17 people watching. If anybody, or 18 again, it'd be me. Let's just jump back in. You're coming as well, are you, Disney Princess? Brilliant. It'd be nice to put some faces to names. Obviously, I'll probably be the person that stood by Ian or Steve. Well, you know my face anyway now, so that's kind of a bit of a disadvantage. I was saying to Ian the other day, it's going to be quite odd because there's a few of us that said it, put our face on the camera, so you'll know who we are. You'll be going to saying hi, hi, and we're like, I don't know who you are, sorry. But you know, I'm sure that'll be quite interesting. Hopefully the channel will keep growing and we'll get more CJs on here and we'll start recognising other people's faces. That'll be quite nice. Yeah, the geezer holding the Coke. That's one thing I will state actually is the Premier Inn next door to the hotel that we stay in. It's a beef eater next to the Premier Inn. Anyone that drinks soft drink like me, it's a really, really cheap night because you get one and then it's a refill for the rest of the night, which is absolutely brilliant. So while other people are getting a bit soddled near you and spending an absolute fortune on their drinks, it just cost me £3 to get my drink all day. That was absolutely brilliant. So I hope they've still got that same deal on for any of us soft drinkers that's there. Do you need tickets for the Royal Mint? Max coins, yes you do, but they're quite easy to get. On most occasions you might even just be able to walk in and get them. We have all booked though in advance, so there's certain slots that you can go and take the tour on. I think we've all booked from the 1 o'clock slot from, well, that's one I've definitely booked me and Ian on anyway. So that's the slot that we're going on, the 1 o'clock. I think Steve also booked the 1 o'clock, he'll probably confirm in a minute. But yeah, we're trying to get as many of us to come at the 1 o'clock slot as well. And obviously you can get a strike your own coin. It's well worth doing. They currently, all the strike your own coins will go for about between £40 and £50, if not more, on eBay. Some of them are obviously harder to get. For example, 2018, the first one was Isaac Newton, so that's quite a rare coin because obviously, as we know, Isaac Newton come out in 2017, so to get one with a date of 2018 makes it quite a rare coin, and that was nice. I've got one of them. I think Steve's got a couple of them. So what hotel does, so we're staying in, we stayed in the Premier Inn. I can't remember, Lannonstround, something like that. I'm not very good at Welsh, I apologise. But it's not that far if you put into hotels near the Mint, and it's only about 1.5 miles from the Mint. It takes about 10 minutes to walk there. However, I drive and I won't be walking anywhere. Taxi fare is quite cheap as well. It costs about £5 from the hotel to the Mint and back. Myself, yes, that's the one, Steve. Fantastic. Lantrisant is how you pronounce it. So I know that I think we'll be driving to the Mint from the hotel. So I know I'm definitely giving Steve, I think he called Shotgun, and Ian a lift to the Mint. Parking spree at the Mint as well. So it doesn't cost anything to park there. It depends how many people want to drive and if they want to drive or not. As you're probably all aware, what we did last time was got a load of coins in change. They were giving out 5 alphabet 10p's per transaction. So well, thanks to Ian's kind of cleverness, we all started buying postcards and getting a load of the 10p's. They also give you 2 10p's at the canteen as well, in change, maximum of 2 from the canteen. The only thing I would also state, I got told by a gentleman that was at the Mint, I can't remember his name, he was a lovely man as well, to be honest. He was quite helpful. He lives near the Mint, and he told us that whenever a new 50p is released, they also put them in the till of the canteen. So if you go and get yourself a tea or coffee, or in my case a Diet Coke, you can also get the new 50p's if they've just been released into circulation. So obviously the Paddington ones would be the most recent ones that have been put in circulation. They would have been in the till on the week of release. But these ones are the ones that come out today, and the hasn't been put into circulation. The Gruffalo wasn't either, as far as I'm aware. I don't see how they could put the Gruffalo into circulation. It was released last week because it didn't release the first one, so I doubt very much I'll be releasing the second one. You may be able to get into join us on that date if people do book in advance and that time. But obviously, the more people that go and want to come down and meet Ian, obviously I'd book in advance because there's going to be a lot of people trying to stay at that hotel. There is a hotel a bit closer to the Mint that's directly opposite that a few of the other people stayed in as well. So there's a few hotels. People like Christopher Collects and a couple of others stayed actually in Cardiff Centre. That would be, it's more of an expensive taxi ride. So if you're not driving, I'd bear in mind trying to get somewhere as close to the Mint as possible, because I think a lot of people are coming by train. Max Coins, yeah, if you come into the Mint, it'd be nice to meet everybody. Nice to meet you there. 20 Stream 403. You live 15 minutes down the road from the Mint. Well, if you do, best of luck to you. And you went yesterday and cleaned them out. They clicked on me and said no more coins left. They said that to us a couple of times as well, but we went back a bit later on, and they suddenly had tills full of the 10p's again. So they run it at one point for definite, but they certainly got a few more in. But as soon as we hear that they've got them in again, we started rinsing the tills again, which we're going to do to get as many as we could get. January is like 3 strikes you own from now, probably. I'll see closer to the time, I guess. Yeah, quite possibly. As I say, strike your owns, they tend to be between £2. There's been a £5. There's been 50p's. So whatever they are at the time, I suppose, when we get there. But they're definitely worth buying or getting a strike your own. Reminds me of what happened to one person on the tour, which I didn't like, but that's been covered in a previous video, so I won't mention that again. Let's just say Ian did the honourable thing and was absolutely brilliant again and helped a lady out to get a strike your own coin, which was really lovely of him. I've got to say, actually, to be totally honest with you, everybody that was at the Mint that I met was absolutely brilliant, genuine, all lovely guys. The ones that I was sat with, I related quite a lot to Graham. His other half's got the same medical condition as myself, so we was having a chat about that. I'd say there was a few of us having a chat. It was lovely. It was lovely to meet lots of people. We go into the Mint on the 25th of January. I think Ian's going down on the Thursday, which is the 23rd. The rest of us are going on the Friday the 24th and meeting in the hotel, and then people actually going to the Mint on the Saturday the 25th. And we were on the 1 o'clock. However, it may be fully booked now, because I think there's a few of us going. But we'll be hanging around, I'm sure, after again, basically getting as many 10p's as we can get from the till. It'd be nice to actually try and go around and get 2 strike your owns. But you can only do 1 tour per day, I'm led to believe. Steve's put beer. Steve actually and Graham both did quite well from the time when we were there, because obviously I get my Diet Coke and it's costed like £3, and that's me set for the night on drink. With your meal, if you get the meal deal, you actually get a free beer with your meal. So I think Steve ended up with one of mine, and Graham ended up with one of mine from the 2 nights we were there. So that's quite handy. The meal deals and the actual things at the hotel are actually really nice. It's a bit odd, because you book in for your breakfast and you book in for your evening meal at the hotel, and it's actually next door in the Beefeater that you get it from. Which one of the videos you'll see when Ian first goes on, and he hold on a second. Oh, is it a Wallace and Gromit at 50p now? Strike your own. That is brilliant if it is. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go to the Mint. I'll probably just have to buy one from eBay. However, 20 Stream 413, if it's definitely going to be a Wallace and Gromit, and you could possibly get 2 somehow, let me know, and I'll more than happily, if you want, give you some cash for one. If it's someone on you guys and they have on people on eBay. So if you manage to get one, let me know, and I'm sure that's up to yourself totally. But I definitely will want one of the 50p strike your own if it's Wallace and Gromit. I say any 50p. I've got all the 50p strike your owns that have been released so far, so I'll definitely be looking for one of those. Get with the time, Scott. Yeah, sorry, laughter. I didn't know what it was. So yeah, I didn't realise it was that one. The last 50p, the last strike your own was a 50p. It was a Britannia one with a funny emblem next to the coin. I don't know why they re-released that coin. They said it's the launch of the 50 years of 50p coin. It just looked like the normal Britannia part with the outside and the little symbol on it. I think I should have done something a lot more spectacular, like put 50 in like a birthday banner or something on a 50p piece. That would have been, you know, a proper way to celebrate a happy birthday, rather than just releasing the original Britannia coin with a silly border and an emblem next to it. You know, but that's just my opinion. I think they wasted an opportunity. You know, the Mint this year released an awful lot of coins saying 50 years of the 50p. There was 10 of them in 2 different sets, and then they released their own coin, which is supposed to be to symbolise the 50 years of the 50p, which it wasn't. So I'm sure we can sort something out. Just leave it with me, and I'll definitely be able to sort something out cheaper than I can get it on eBay, obviously, but more than you pay for it at the Mint, so you don't lose out on anything there. Because I do want one of those coins, and I don't trust everybody on eBay. Unfortunately, you get stolen on eBay quite a bit. So actually, while I mentioned you get stolen on eBay quite a bit, just be careful out there, people, if you do buy from eBay, especially Kew Gardens 50p. There's a lot of people on there that may sell fake ones and don't realise they're fake ones, because they think they're a real one, they're a genuine one, and unfortunately they're fake. So just be very careful buying coins off eBay that people say are genuine. So yeah, that's just me giving you a bit of warning. In relation to 50p's, just going back onto to the main ones that I like doing. Yes, that's right. Mighty Group, Q's, Puddle Duck, and offside rule coins. I didn't know about the offside one. I knew the Ducks had been, and I knew Q had. There's also the 92, 93 dual date coin. That was also it had fakes made of it. As people call them. So yes, there is quite a few out there that are fake. So just be very careful when you're buying off eBay. You'll find that a lot of people, because I don't know if everyone knows this, I'm guessing that a lot of you will know this. If you've watched any of Ian's videos, you definitely will. There was a coin that was more rare than Q that was originally put in circulation. And obviously that's now been trumped by the Peter Rabbit that Ian's put in circulation. However, there was a 92, 93 dual date 50p piece, the old size one. There was only 100,000 of those put into circulation, so it's actually more rare than Q, although people are more interested in the Q for some reason. But the 50p, the original size, 92, 93, if you can get a hold of that, that's also a very nice coin. But again, be careful because there's quite a few fakes out there. The offside rule coins are like mirrors, obviously, you know to look for them, and many £2 coins too. Also, there's been quite a few fakes out there. So Mighty Group, is just obviously confirming what I've just said. Just be careful when you buy anything off eBay. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that sell phony, fake coins. Don't advertise it as that. Souvenir coins, if you advertise it as that, there's something in the rules that you can put souvenir. But yeah, just be careful. People buying coins. It doesn't mean that say everybody out there is dodgy, because obviously there's lots of people out there that aren't, and there's hundreds of people out there that aren't. It's just unfortunately every now and again you might get stung by somebody that is. So just be very careful if you're buying a Kew Gardens and what to look for. Oh, I'm live again. I don't know what happened there. I think I lost it for a second. I did freeze. I think I'm back now. Can everyone see me again? Am I back? Can you confirm? As I think Laughter said I'm back. Am I back? I am. Yeah, I am. Thanks. I don't know what happened there. I'm back again. That's cool. So yeah, just be careful when you're out there buying. Hello, Katie again. I'm back. I don't know where I went. The stream's still there. For some reason, it disconnected and connected again. Not sure. I can see myself on my laptop again as well, so that's a bit odd. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, if I cut out. Don't know what happened there. I've lost a few watchers as well, but that's fine. I am on the graveyard shift. Bearing in mind I've been on nearly an hour now. There's 3 to go. When I do switch off, Hannah's going to be back on tomorrow to do tomorrow's 12 till 5 shift. I'm not sure who's on the rest of the day, but again, as Ian was saying previously, we are looking for people that could potentially help out and become CJs. That could potentially help out and become CJs. It needs to be obviously trusted and people that use the site. Ian will only let people that are customers also join. I should just be careful. All right, okay. So the people that are doing the Wallace and Gromit or design Wallace and Gromit are going to be at the Mint as well. That's nice because you would actually, I don't know if people know, but when you walk into the Mint, one of the first things that you see when you get into the Mint, there's a mini that's got a load of old pennies on from the 1960s. It's got Penny Lane written on it, which is like a Beatles mini. And then literally to the left hand side, right near the shop, there's, I haven't gone again here. I'm still definitely live, so maybe we need to refresh. I'm definitely still showing as if it's streaming. Yeah, I'm definitely showing as if it's streaming. I'll keep talking. I don't know if people can see me yet, but I'm definitely still on here. Can everyone see me? I've gone, seen pics of the mini. Yeah, you're still there, don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, pretty much there's a mini as you first walk in. Stunning, actually. It's just an old-fashioned mini, black one from the Italian job, and it's covered in penny, the old pennies with King George on them. Lovely penny, lovely coin, lovely car. But as I say, it's a Beatles car. And then literally as you go to the shop, there's a Wallace and Gromit, a Gromit dog there as well, also covered in coins. Not the 50p, unfortunately, at release, but it's just different coins on it, but that's also there when you go in. There's also a souvenir post box to the left where you can post comments and feedback. I didn't put any of those, any comments and feedback on it when I was there, but you can leave feedback. And obviously you've got the shop and you've got the canteen. The tour itself is absolutely brilliant. They tell you how they make the coins. They show you the things they use to make the coins with, and they've got some coins there, or you know, the pieces of metal turn into coins. They show you those. They show you where to strike them. They tell you what they do with the coins, how they put them in circulation, how they bag them up. It's very interesting, actually. The whole thing's very interesting. The highlight for me was the gold Kew Gardens coin that was there in the cases, and that was absolutely brilliant. It was really nice to see it. So that was nice to see. So there's lots of different things you can see at the Mint. Lots of coins, gold proofs, 4 or 5 massive containers full of coins. It's just a good experience to go on. There's also a second experience there as well, so it's not just a normal one. There's also you can do a gold tour, I'm led to believe, as well. Obviously that'd be a bit more expensive, but yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, there's you don't realise how many coins the actual mint made each year. It's quite a few billion, to be honest. They don't just make them for this country; they ship them out to different parts of the world as well. So it's a very, very interesting tour. I learned quite a lot more there than I thought I would do. I was just going, say, for the privilege of going, meeting a few of the coin tubers and getting my strike your own. It was absolutely really good. So the tour itself was very interesting. I quite enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to going back. It'd be nice to meet, as say, some of you other guys there. So it'd be very nice. It was good. So there's lots of very pleasant people there. It's very nice to meet some of the other coin tubers. So I wanted to meet Christopher Collects. He was one of the first people I started watching on YouTube. And then by chance I stumbled across one of Ian's videos, and it was the one explaining about the rare 50p's, and it certainly hooked my attention because I knew what ones to look for. That's on here somewhere, but again, you can buy a sheet of paper that Ian sells on his website that tell you the rarities of all the coins. So don't forget, obviously, just because at the moment the auctions have been suspended doesn't mean that you can't buy things from Ian's website. And at the moment, he's still got codes that you can use as discount voucher codes that are in previous videos, where I think it's like you can spend £3, or you get £3 off when you spend £4 and things like that. So a few of those codes in his previous live streams. So have a look at some of them, and you can still obviously do that, which is nice. So as I say, at the moment I've got another 2 hours and 55. It doesn't pop up as easy or as quick as it did. So let's just see if I can refresh my laptop. It's definitely lagging a little bit at the minute. I haven't got any comments on my screen whatsoever, apart from someone saying it dies and blinks. I've definitely got 13 people watching. Yeah, I think Sue can see me, but I can't see it on my laptop, which is a bit worrying. Let's have a look. Is it worth me logging off and on again? No, I can still definitely see it. There's a slight delay on my phone. No, I can still definitely see it. Okay, so I can't read any messages, or if anyone is messaging or so forth. It looks like there is a bit of a lag again. My computer's definitely not showing anything at the minute, but my phone is. So that's a bit odd. Oh, hello. You're going to stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that one there. It definitely looks like it's live.
Yeah, it's definitely slow.
Yeah.
Why then? They don't seem that on there. How much?
Hello. Yeah, I've lost it again. I don't know. Picture quality has improved. Ah, is that because Sue's in the background? Picture quality improved because you're in the background.
Oh no, what?
Picture quality is improved. I think that's because you were in the background. Yeah, the wife's a lot better looking than I am.
I've not got an egghead.
She hasn't got an egghead apparently. That's nice. Bye. Don't let Ian see you on the camera. He might try and get you stream. He's after women. Oh, brilliant. So anyway, I pass. So as I say, I can see a little bit on there. I can see Mighty's on there. Thanks for making me giggle. That's brilliant. As I say, if anyone has got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep waffling at you. I could talk through some of the rare dates of 50p's if people want. I don't know. Just tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'll let you know. I'll have a chat with you. I don't think there's any of the normal mods on, etc. Let me just check with on again. Hello. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Ian?
Yeah?
It keeps, I can't tell if it's on or not, it keeps cutting out. I think I'm still streaming, but it definitely seems to be cutting out.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I'll have a look.
Okay.
Can you just see if you can... Francis is going to see if she can see it on hers.
That's alright, you should have been watching a minute ago, mate. Sue was on.
Who?
The other half, yeah, in the background.
Yeah, it looks like you're all right.
Yeah, I haven't seen any messages on my laptop for a while.
Yeah.
I can hear Fran in the background as well.
Give Fran a wave.
Hi, Fran. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely. I've got 9 watchers. There seems to be a lot of people dropped off. I think it's because I get lagging. Get Sue back. It worked fine then.
Alright. Where did she go?
She ran off upstairs. She didn't want to come on camera, but unfortunately she's shown herself now. Oh, she's on the way now, laugh out loud. Oh well, you might get to see Sue, Ian. I was trying to just say to her then she should become a coin jockey as well and put her face on the camera, but I won't. You can hear her in the background on her phone, can't you? There you go. So
Yeah, you're just a few seconds behind. You're about 10 seconds behind.
yeah, Sue is.
Oh, there she is. Oh, hello.
Hiya.
Hello.
Yeah, it's unless it's St. Oliver. Just tell Oliver. Tell Oliver to come off YouTube.
She needs to stop coin jockeying.
Oh,
Ollie.
no. Okay, I've got you on speakerphone as usual, so that people know I'm not hiding anything. So you probably hear yourself. No, FIFA shouldn't make a difference. It's if he's using. Right, okay. Right, Ian, I'll speak to you in a bit. Cheers, mate. Bye, bye. Right, I don't want to hear me repeat. See you later.
Look like you got a spocket there.
Yeah, thanks for that, love. See you later.
You got the cats watching.
It's great now. I've got the wife coming in and taking the mickey out of me. So I've got a few people watching, but as I say, we're definitely having some issues. Even my laptop's a few seconds behind and delayed where I'm chatting. So I apologise if there is issues going on. So I say I'm sorry about that. There is issues. I can see some comments on the screen, but obviously I'm a little bit delayed. So yeah, I think we've got 9 watchers still. Mighty group. How many? She's definitely not for auction, mate. You can have her. Oh dear. Talking of A to Zs, I don't know how many people have got, but it was definitely fun getting them from the mint. I got quite a few, but even the mint have run out of certain letters. So, well, they didn't have certain letters in the tills. I can't see. There's other people putting in there. Is it free shipping or do I need to collect? I think you're quite popular on the site, Susie. If you're still watching me, I'm trying to. I can see it. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So as I say, I'm getting a few screen or a few things. It's definitely not working like it should be working. Maybe there's issues in the internet at the minute in our area. I've got 10 people watching again. They're probably tuning in now just to have a little bit of banter with Sue. That's fine. Oh dear, I can't see any of our usual ones on there. So anyway, so if there's anything that anyone wants to talk about, let me know. And I'll more than happily. Ian lagged again. No, it's back on. So he's doing a thing again on Friday where it's going to be doing auctions for 1 and 2p's. The 1 and 2p after is the ones that don't stick to a magnet. So best way of doing it is go to your bank, try and get a few pounds worth of 1 and 2 pence pieces, and get a magnet at the top of them, end that stick to the magnet, and the ones that don't stick to the magnet he does want, and he'll be using them to auction with. Yes, so you've got your PJs on. My lovely missus after hosting after 10 coin station, I think that's called Babe Station, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, so what he's doing is say the auctions on Friday is going to be for 1 and 2p's that don't stick to the magnet. Also, he's still got things on his website that he's looking to sell as normal, like the prints and things. Please keep visiting his website and go on there and sell. Yeah, I do, Mighty Group, absolutely. Anyway, so I think this conversation is getting a little bit more naughty than it should be. So we'll go back to the 50p's quite swiftly moving along. Yeah, so that's a bit of entertainment for me. It is. You're certainly right. I've lost the stream again, I think, looking at it. So if you're watching, can you bring down my phone charger, please? What I'll do is I'll plug my phone in. I think the stream's a bit quicker on my phone than it is on the computer. Face keeps freezing. Oh well, that's probably an improvement, to be honest, isn't it? So, you know, what can I say? So, as I say, we've got 12 watchers again. I probably tuned in for coins and looking for auctions. The 1999 rugby, I believe, was a year given it's a gold rim, a surprise given the price of gold, it's not going up. I don't know too much about the 1999 rugby. I presume that's a £2 coin. As I say, I don't really know too much about the £2 coins, but there is quite a few. Thanks very much, love. There is quite a few coins that are nice to look for in the £2. Obviously, there's again the same problem with the £2 as happened with the 50p's. They're not unfortunately put into circulation, all of them. As I say, you've seen previously on Dean's grandma, where she the Royal Mint. Just forgive me, I'm just putting my phone on in the background, but it's frozen. Even the phone's frozen now. Ah, there we go. I think it's working again, the phone. So yeah, it's a £2 coin. So there's quite a few £2 coins out there that are very nice. Dean had a problem with his grandma. He couldn't get all the coins that he was looking for because the Mint hadn't released them. I think there's about 17 of them or so that I think from memory that he couldn't get. So that's again, it's very annoying what the Mint keep doing in relation to coins and not release them into circulation. So it's, I say, quite frustrating, especially if you're a parent like myself that's trying to get coins. It's when you collect them with kids. So it's around stream. I keep losing things, cutting out, etc. There's still approximately 2 hours and 40 minutes left, but there's only 12 watching and I keep crashing. So I'm not sure what's going on with the stream, so I do apologise. So if anybody does have any questions, let me know, and I'll certainly try and answer them, mainly about 50p's, etc., because it's in what I kind of specialise in. But obviously there's a lot more people out there that do a lot more different coins than what I do. So that's really good. It's very glitchy. Yeah, I know it is, Matt. I'm not sure what's going on. I could always try and reset the whole thing up again. Gordon, definitely got a problem with your internet freezing and cutting out. Okay, what I'll do is I'll stop the stream and I'll restart it. So it's going to stop for a couple of seconds. I do apologise, forgive me, I'll try and reset and see what happens from there. So just tune back in a second, give me 1 sec. Oh, it looks like it's working again.